the ideal human diet for optimal health and nutrition. What is it? Why and why not are some things included? So, what should be included in this optimal human diet? Starting off, meat. Meat like beef, lamb, maybe some seafood. This would be optimal. You'd be getting all the essential nutrients you would need. And you could stop right there. But if you want to obviously have some other things in your diet, you could also be including dairy and just eggs. And this will be perfectly fine. It will give you more of the nutrients you need, more essential nutrients, and it won't cause inflammation. It won't cause health issues. That's all that's truly required to eat. So you don't need to be going out and getting all these different things, having a balanced diet, believing that it's so complex. It's very simple, actually. You don't need to be eating so many different foods. When you look at a cow, do they have this huge diet? What do cows eat? They eat grass. That's their optimal diet. That's what they need. They're not over here eating fries, maybe eating meat, eating broccoli, eating tomatoes, eating strawberries. They're not eating all these different foods. The reason for this is because it's not ideal, it's not needed, it's not necessary. Every species has an optimal diet. They don't need to be eating so many different things. It's just unnecessary. Now, why are the other foods not included? Like vegetables, fruits, and a lot of different types of carbs, starchy carbs. Starting off with vegetables. They are not required. They don't have essential nutrients that you can't get from meat, and they're actually pretty useless. Humans can't even absorb much of the nutrients found in them. An argument most of the time why people try to say you can't do the diet I just said is because of fiber, and vegetables have lots of fiber, but humans can't even properly digest fiber, and it's not required. You don't need fiber in your diet. Your digestion will be just fine. You'll be perfectly healthy. So that fiber part is just inaccurate and a lie. And not only this, but vegetables are toxic. They have anti-nutrients like lectins and oxalates. They will most likely just cause bloating and gas. They can cause lots of inflammation, digestive issues, a whole another list of health issues that could possibly happen due to eating vegetables. So point being, vegetables, not necessary. Carbs are not required in the human diet. You don't need them. Now, fruit. Fruit, you can have them every once in a while, especially in the summer. It won't be that bad. But the sugar in fruit is still bad for you. It will still spike your insulin. It doesn't really have any essential nutrients that you can get from meat. It's not required. It's not needed. But it can aid you. And yeah, you can have it a little bit in the summer, as when you eat it outside in the sun, it will help with making sure your insulin doesn't spike too much and it won't cause too much inflammation. But other than this, fruit, not required, not optimal. Moving on to a bunch of other carbs like rice, pasta, and bread. None of this has essential nutrients. It's just going to cause inflammation and, possibly your insulin to spike, whether it has sugar, all the carbohydrates. It's not essential. It's pointless to even eat it. Because a lot of the time, all these different things have seed oils in them, which, what does this mean? This means that it's just going to cause inflammation and can cause so many health issues, because what can seed oils lead to? It can lead to you not being able to tan properly in the sun. It can lead to cancer. It can lead to just having overall inflammation within the body, like I mentioned before, gut health issues, and even more. So carbs are not required. They're not necessary. You don't need them. Spaghetti, it's not essential. Rice, it's not essential. And then the people who brown rice are just getting even worse because they're eating fiber, which they can't digest properly, which is going to give them digestive issues. So the proper human diet is meat. Meat like beef, lamb, just the ruminant animals. That's what you need. That's pretty optimal right there. And obviously, the amount you're eating matters. You eat till satiation. You don't starve yourself. Why? Like, for example, there's so much garbage people are eating now. They're eating waffles. They're eating processed foods like fast food that are using all these terrible oils and that are just have all this seasoning and stuff from plants, which is just going to cause even more inflammation. It's going to cause gut health problems. Like, why would it be necessary to have any of this in your diet? This is what's causing you the problems. This is why you're going to the washroom so often. This is why you don't feel your best. This is why you may be suffering from acne, like I have been, but it's getting better since I'm doing something about it, or eczema, or even other skin conditions, even people just struggling from diabetes. If you have diabetes, why would you ever be eating something like fruit or bread? You need to immediately go on a strict diet because you are literally asking for problems. If you have diabetes, right away, drop all the garbage and the unnecessary food from your diet. Go on strict diet of beef, lamb, maybe some dairy that doesn't have additives, and eggs. You will right away see a difference. You will be saving yourself, and you are going to way more likely live a better life. And if you were staying on the track you were staying before, you would have probably not lived as long as you could have. Let's say you're somebody with diabetes. If you continue eating like garbage, you're going to keep going and deteriorating, going on this downhill. Like, it's going to just end up ruining you. It's just going to keep getting worse, progressively worsening. So if you switch your diet, you will right away improve your health, and you won't go on that downward spiral. So immediately you have health problems like diabetes and some other issues, right away cut all the garbage out from your diet. People who have skin conditions like me, like acne, you also have to do the same. Get rid of all the garbage. Don't eat that. Eat the real food, and the inflammation will go away. You have to fix your gut health. Your gut health is messed up really bad. It's showing on your skin. Not everyone's, even if some people with gut health issues and other issues, it won't show up on their skin because their bodies are different. But you still have to change your diet. Every human, it's not necessary for you to be eating this garbage, to be eating these foods that are going to cause inflammation and a bunch of health issues. Why would you eat these foods? You have to become educated. You have to realize if you continue to do this, even if you're not seeing the effects now, the proper human diet is not including all these processed and just this long list of foods. When you start eating this terrible modern diet for such an extensive period of time, and let's say you're including so many different foods, you will start to notice negative effects in the long run. Whether it's weight gain, your body composition, health issues, it can be skin conditions, it can be cancers, it can be inflammation, it can be like no energy, you feel terrible, even eye problems, like you can't even see properly. All of these health issues, and there's even more you could be getting, but you see the point. The proper human diet does not require all these other foods, and they're not actually healthy for you. And I want to mention one more time, vegetables are not healthy. They are more like poison than anything for a human. You don't want to be eating them. Some people say just eat a little bit. It doesn't matter if you eat a little bit. The proper human diet is a diet that gives a human all the nutrients they need, all the essential nutrients, is not inflaming for our bodies, and lets us feel our best and develop optimally. Why would you ever argue any other diet would be better? So, optimally, like I mentioned before, the ideal human diet is pretty much just meat. Beef or lamb, maybe some other ruminant animal, the meat along with the associated fat. You could, however, include some well-sourced organs. This could be fine. Maybe some eggs and just good dairy. And yeah, if you want to be healthy, eat this. And you're not going to be able to prove this wrong because there's no solid evidence going against this that's scientific. I hope you learned the optimal human diet and you can use it to become healthier and improve your life.